Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda, and this is Gizmo.
We're the village's newcomers. We have a good show for you today. We're kind of unorganized. We've got it all over the place because we've got so many varied and different topics.
Are we ever organized, really?
I think we are.
Okay.
I think we're kind of organized. But it's been a busy week. Next week's going to be even busier. Today I'm going to show you a clip. I actually saw it in person when a driver went the wrong way around a roundabout.
Oh my gosh, I'd be screaming.
We were going to show you Linda's workspace. We went to IKEA last week. It's slow going on that. It's mostly the design process. We went out and bought a bunch of stuff. It's not going to work. We're still working on it. We'll show you that when it gets finished. What about this creature in the driveway?
Oh my goodness, we'll have to tell you about that creature. It was interesting, and we still can't figure it out.
Are lightning rods worth it? You know, that's an ongoing debate here. The lightning here is incredible. You heard from my buddy last week. Robin told you about that lightning strike that he witnessed, and it makes a lot of people think. All that and more coming up today here on Mailbag Monday. Hit it, Wally.
Send us your questions, we've got your answers. Jerry and Linda's Mailbag Monday.
You probably see our eyes. We're crying a little bit. We're crying because...
Well, first off, our son turned 40. That made me cry.
It makes us feel old, but it's hilarious. I can't even hardly talk about it. There were actually tears streaming down my face 15 minutes ago.
I told you not to bring this up. He does this to me all the time.
She comes running into me and says that something bit her.
Yes.
And it's right in the middle of her buttocks. Not in the middle of them.
It was
in the middle of them, right on one of the cheeks.
Right cheek in the back.
She had me look for it, and I found a little black dot about the size of one piece of pepper. And it looked like a thorn was broken off or a stinger was in there. So I had to get tweezers. She is screaming bloody murder.
I'm sitting here right now in pain because it's still not out. It hurts like... And I'm telling you, it's not funny.
I had to get my phone with a flashlight, and I'm trying to get it out with tweezers.
No.
And she's afraid I'm going to take a picture.
Yes.
Which I did. Check it out here.
No, you didn't.
Don't worry. It's just skin. And we still didn't get it out. So that's why we're crying. My eyes look, I mean, I've been.
It's hard to even put pants on right now. I'm telling you.
And we did. Our oldest son turned 40, and we were able to get together with the family with the out-of-town surprise visit.
Yes.
So some of the brothers got to be together, and that was just fantastic. And we got to hang out with all the grandkids, so it was a good time.
Great weekend.
I went to a really cool thing.
What'd you do?
Called Peace, Love, and Ukulele. And I'm not going to show you much about that today. I hope to do more on it later, but I'm getting back into it, guys. I am so bad. I mean, in my mind, I'm good. But my left hand does not want to cooperate, and these people are switching it up like crazy.
Yes.
I've got to learn that. I'm going to work on that.
I'm going to get you straight here.
She's going to fix me up
Get you fixed up. Yes, you know, we took ukulele lessons the first month we were here, 2 months or 3 months, whatever, but we had the best time, and we went religiously. And then we got involved in so many other things we didn't go back for. And then COVID hit. So it's been a couple years since we really played. So, and that is not easy for older hands to change and do all that.
We have one of our guest bedrooms decorated. With guitars.
Oh, we got guitars, ukuleles of all kinds. But everybody goes, "Oh, y'all play with it now? They're just pretty on the wall."
They are pretty decorations. But I want to play, and I'm going to. And I need some very patient person to sit with me and help me learn how to play that thing. That roundabout we were talking about, up near Havana Country Club. There's a roundabout. And we were coming from playing golf, and I heard a horn honk, and sure enough, these two cars were one in front of the other. The front car turned and was going the wrong way around a roundabout. And it kept going, and the guy kept honking, and it kept going and going. We didn't stick around. Nobody got injured, unless they had a fist fight after we left or something.
Oh, my.
But it was a hairy experience, and I felt so sorry for whoever did that. Once they got halfway around, cars were coming, and everybody stopped in the roundabout.
What a sight.
Yeah, and that means other cars coming on had to stop.
Yes.
Be careful and follow those signs and try to learn how to negotiate those roundabouts, or you'll be sorry, because there are over 30 of them here.
Yes.
We're not number one in the world. I thought we'd be number one in the world. They say Carmel, Indiana
Isn't that crazy?
is number one in roundabouts.
Hey.
Man, they must have a boatload of them. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get to some shout-outs.
We're ready.
Thanks to Tom Galen. Tom is a longtime viewer and such a nice fellow, and he sent us a gift card, and we want to thank you, and we're going to use that real soon.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. And we want to recognize Marlo and Ken from Illinois. They sent us these awesome cards. These are handmade cards, and not just 3, a dozen. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. And they were just with so much love what these were made with. And thank you so much. I definitely it's hard to use these because they're so beautiful and I don't want to let go of them. So thank you.
They are nice, but that brings me to another, and Marlo, thank you. And this doesn't lessen what you did at all. But Linda just took something to mail for me. And it wouldn't fit in a regular envelope, but it's not big. It was only this big. And it cost $4.50 to mail to somebody else right here in Florida.
Yeah.
And it's easy to see why people use the online stuff. But the online stuff wouldn't be this pretty.
Absolutely not.
No, this is handmade and made with love.
Isn't that beautiful?
And we appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank our friends that hit that thanks button last week. You can see the names scrolling above the top of the screen. Remember, we're trying to accumulate some money to make some equipment purchases, and that helps us when you find that like button and hit it, and we appreciate you so much.
Well, our first picture today is Milton and Iris. They're rocking our T-shirts, Jerry, and they're at Brownwood listening, enjoying the music. What a fun night.
Yeah, look who they're with there. Do you recognize that guy? Look close. Look in there. That's Wally Sagita. That's our music man. And by the way, Wally went to that ukulele, Peace, Love, and Ukulele. Mm-hmm. In fact, he asked me to go. And Wally's so talented, and we appreciate him very much. He's the one that sings our theme song.
Right.
Yeah, thank you, Wally. And Milton and Iris, we appreciate you, and keep watching.
And this is Harry and Elise. And at the Visitor Center, they just completed Lifestyle Stay.
Here's Jeff Hawkins. Now, Jeff is from our old stomping grounds, Louisville, Kentucky. Did I say Truckee?
Kentucky. They got a lot of trucks there.
They do. The Ford truck plant is there.
My dad worked at the Ford truck plant. Let's
call it that. Louisville, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Like yeah. And Jeff has been writing us for a long time, and he says they're coming for a lifestyle visit this week. And they might bring my old buddy along. See that guy? It's Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
I've said this before on the show because I'm proud of it, but I used to bump into Colonel Sanders on a regular basis, and I would talk to him. Some people think he's fictional.
Right, he's not.
But he's not fictional. No, he's real, and he would be decked out in that white tux with that black tie every day.
Jerry spent a month in Japan one time, and at the schools and doing a lot of different things in the school system there. And he was so excited when he sent me back a picture of him when he found Kentucky Fried Chicken. And he goes, "Look, Linda, Kentucky Fried Chicken." And then he went back to his room and ate a whole bucket of chicken.
I wondered where that was all going there because it was totally unrelated. But oh my gosh, when I'd been eating these things with eyes and a lot of stuff that I just didn't really like, cold noodles and the spicy noodles.
Yeah.
And I walked around the corner one day and there he was. Colonel Sanders. I heard angels singing.
You said, "Touchdown, Jesus."
Oh, it was lovely. Here's Tom, Priscilla, and their pup, Daisy. They're from Missouri, and they just bought a new home here in the Villages.
And this is Jay and Pam coming for a lifestyle visit in October. That's going to be a great time to come.
Folks, I don't want to harp on this because we appreciate you, and we love it when you send in pictures. But please send them in this kind of format. Horizontal, that's landscape. When you send it in this way, we have all this over here and here. We'd put it here and you'd see me and Linda and it wouldn't be good. We want to fill up that whole screen with your beauty. So send them in landscape. Thank you. This is Peter Bernard and his wife Kim. You might remember him from a few weeks ago. He's the anchor man that recently retired. And I told him I might draft him into helping us on the show a little bit. But welcome, Peter.
And Henry, Cheryl, and Cheney just closed on their new house in DeLuna.
He said, "That Cheney's hot." He said, "That Cheney is hot." DeLuna is booming over there.
They really are.
So many people writing and saying, "We just closed in DeLuna."
That's a big village.
Daryl sent this picture of his wife, Heather. She bumped into Linda over at Bargains and Blessings.
Yeah.
They are fellow Indiana natives, and they are part-time residents of...
Guess what? DeLuna.
Linda has a cactus, and it's a beauty. Take a look here on the video. And she wants to tell you a little more about it.
I really love this plant. About 2 years ago, I went over to a friend's house and she showed me her backyard and she said, these things grow like crazy. I said, oh really? I've never had a cactus before. And so she gave me 3 small, paddles, and I'll show you which ones. She gave me this bottom one and then on the one on the back side over on the other side. So this with that, I think was the beginning. And in 2 years, this is taken off. But look at the blooms and the new growth coming on. Isn't it amazing?
That has really blossomed.
It is. I mean, each day I come out and there's more little things popping out all over it. I just would like to see a great big flower, but right now it is just amazing the time of year for it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah,
it's blossomed.
Blossomed.
Don't forget, last week we told you about Chase Wildlife. That's the sanctuary that's about a half an hour from here. They're having a big gala on October 16th, and I'll put the flyer up here. They would love for you guys to buy a ticket, come over and participate in the raffles and all the things that are going on there.
3-course meal too.
3-course meal. And it's a great, 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 great cause. And some of you wrote us and told us you've already purchased tickets. So
aw,
that's
thanks.
Nice. Very nice. Here's Cindy and Russell. Cindy's a longtime viewer. They're traveling here by motorhome, and they'll be residing north of 466 in the Villages, and they're also going on the cruise with us in February.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing them.
And by the way, we did not advertise that cruise on YouTube because we wanted it to stay kind of small, and it's already gotten too big. We're out of cabins right now, so there won't be anybody else going with us. But thank all of you that are. And keep an eye open next time we do something like that. I don't know when it'll be or where it will be. It might even just be a trip, a guided trip somewhere. I don't know. But we really appreciate that, and we're looking forward to it.
Right. Tim and Diane just completed a lifestyle visit, and they had a fantastic time, except one thing happened. They ended up on a main road in their golf cart.
Well, that sounds familiar.
It does. Whoopsie. Been there, done that. It's a little scary.
And we met up with Cathy and Charles in Brownwood. Really nice folks. They're from Palmyra, Pennsylvania. And there's a Palmyra, Indiana, too, by the way, real close to where we live.
Yeah.
And they met up with us. They both work at the Hershey factory.
Woohoo!
Oh, what a job. My dream job.
Mine too.
They brought us some chocolate.
We did. We've been enjoying that. It's lovely.
That automatically made them among our favorite people ever. You know, we do this show, and we are astounded by how many great people there are that reach out to us, and it's 99.3% positive. But every once in a while, we get a little criticism, and I got quite a bit this week.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't even tell her about it so much.
What'd you do wrong?
She's very sensitive, and
Was it me or you?
Whether it's about me saying guys,
yeah,
which we're from Indiana, and a bunch of people they're all guys, whether they're boys or girls. You know,
I write it in my text to people, even lots of girls.
Last Thursday, if you watched the show, which was one of my favorites, I don't know why, but we took a little shopping trip to Walmart. We never even got out of the car, and I liked that. But they tried to pull a fast one on me over there, and they tried to substitute Fanta for Sunkissed.
Oh, that's a no-no.
And I told the guy, no way, Jose. Well, I offended some people for saying no way, Jose.
Oh.
But that's just the way I do it. That's a fact, Jack. See, they're just words. I wasn't embarrassing anybody. I mean, I just said, no way, Jose. And so we didn't accept the substitution. Another fellow wrote in and said, that's enough of these 41-minute shows. Well, we don't know how long they're going to be. They could be 20 minutes. They could be 30 minutes. They could be 45 minutes. When we're done, we look and we say, how long was that?
Yes,
we
don't know.
But he said, I'm not watching those 1-minute shows. Well, a lot of people like longer shows. Some people hate cart rides. Some people love cart rides. We're just going to keep doing it the way we do it.
Yeah.
And hopefully y'all will like it. We want you to like it.
We have Viewer of the Week.
Our viewers of the week are special to us.
Yes.
They have been corresponding with us for several years now.
Oh,
They don't live in the villages. They don't
boo.
know when or if they'll ever live in the villages, but they come here on occasion on their way to a Disney trip or a cruise
Right.
or whatever. And that's Sharon and Mike DeBose.
Yes, they're
They live
great
in
people.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Great folks, helpful folks, generous people.
Very generous.
And they went on our last cruise.
They did. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, great folks. So congratulations on being viewers of the week. You deserve it. The last thing we'll talk about before we get to the questions is weather. We get a lot of questions about weather. And something happened last week, and I ran in and got my camera because it was actually raining in the front yard and sunny in the backyard. Check this out. Honest to goodness, it is pouring down rain in the front yard, totally sunny in the backyard. I know you couldn't really tell from the camera because I was standing out in the front where it was raining, but it was dry as a bone and it never did rain in the backyard. That is funny. And these beautiful clouds roll in.
Yeah.
Who knows where they're going to dump? They're going to dump it here, may not dump it here. And that was funny.
It was funny. And you know, the weather has changed a little. This last week it's actually gotten cold. We're in the 70s and 80s. And I went outside. Oh my gosh, it was glorious walking Gizmo this week around the block, 70 degrees in the morning.
Well, when you went out for the morning walk, he smelled something and you came in and checked the camera, didn't you?
Yes, I
We have a
did.
security camera. And what'd you see?
I saw this movement on the driveway. It's come around the front of our house, around the sidewalk, and then out into the driveway. And it was a critter that was hairy. It was about the size of Gizmo, a long tail, but it had a long nose. And I thought, well, it's a cross between a raccoon, possum, or a what?
Anteater.
An anteater. I mean, you know, we couldn't.
Not an anteater.
Armadillo.
Armadillo, not an anteater.
So, but it had a lot of hair. So we don't know what it was. And when we try to blow up the picture from our camera,
Fuzzy.
we can't figure it out.
Ooh,
So,
nighttime.
but I thought that night that I heard something on the roof. So I don't know if it got in the palm tree and went across. We have a bird feeder in the backyard hanging from our tree, which you can do. But we had some dried fruit in it. It had some nuts and some kind of dried fruit in it. So I think we've brought in a creature. So I don't know. I think as soon as we get rid of that bird seed or that kind of food, it might be better.
Did you say vermin?
No.
Vermin, that's a cool word. It looked like a big anteater, but we know that's not possible.
No.
So look at the picture, and it's blurry, but if you have ideas, let us know.
But that one is a
mystery.
mystery.
All right. Our first question. When you drive your golf cart into the sun, how do you block out the glare? Ron, that is a problem. When you're heading down Hillsborough Trail in the afternoon, you're driving right toward the sun.
Yep.
And it's hard. For us tall guys, it's not that big a deal because the roof of the cart is here, and that acts as a sun visor
Yes.
a little bit. I'm up
Yes.
there where I can see. She, on the other hand, is blinded, and we have actually known of accidents where people drove into golf carts or cars
Yeah.
because of the sun. We have a buddy who bought some factory-made tinted flaps that he can put down
Great idea.
and up and down. And he actually took some kind of darkening agent and made them darker because that sun is so bright.
That's great.
But
you
yeah.
know, you have to have sunglasses here. I'm kind of at a loss right now. I left a pair of mine in Tennessee when we went to see Elvis and our son and daughter-in-law and grandchild. But also the ones I usually wear, those purpley ones, they're getting so scratched up I can't see through those now. So I need to go on a sunglass shopping trip.
Dollar store.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But you do have to have them. You take them out with them. Even on a cloudy day, you're going to take them because those clouds will move and you'll have sun. Never heard of it.
Turn your camera, not this way. Oh, I don't want to hold that up. It's got bad stuff on it. Hold your camera this way. No. Hold it this way. This is,
We're going to start that over. Getting a little excited. Want to use my card? Why is he whining today? I didn't take him to the bathroom.
He loves his daddy.
I didn't. Ooh, I was walking. Ooh, woo, woo. I don't know that word. You have to do this one. Oh.
We also had a letter that just was kind of a public service announcement to help you save money. It's from Dave. He says, there are so many things you can do to save a few bucks on your utility bills. Water, turn off the irrigation system when it rains. Lots of rain in the past few days. Sprinklers go full blast. I heard of one irrigation bill for $300.
Yikes. Oh, my goodness.
And you can keep your AC system adjusted. You know, that saves big bucks. And he gave us the amount of his electric bill, $233 for water and electric. That's pretty good when you combine those two things. So just be mindful of the rain situation. That irrigation can eat up your dollars real quick. Next question.
And this is from Sharon. On previous shows, you mentioned you like the mall shopping. She agrees. I tried the one in Ocala and was disappointed. Have you found one you like? I'm willing to drive an hour or so. Well, you may have to drive an hour or so because there are no good shopping malls around here. And I was very disappointed myself.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. Leesburg has a mall.
They'd have them all.
And I'll tell you what, if you give it a chance and you go in there, you'll see that not only do they have a mall, they have an incredible amusement area in there.
Yeah, well, that's. Are we going to go and get on a bumper car? Are we going to go bowling? I want to go shopping for clothes. I want to go shopping, girl shopping. But it is a nice mall. I do give you that. It is a nice mall. It does have Bath Body Works.
I'd rather take you bowling.
Oh, yeah. You would love that. We do like
bowling. We
bowling.
drove to the Millennial Mall last week. It's right near the IKEA up there in
Orlando.
I said Indianapolis. That's used to be our big trip. 2 hours from where we live, we'd go to Indianapolis, up in Indiana. Yeah, in Orlando. And that is a monstrous mall and a beautiful mall and a highly recommended mall. The Millennial Mall.
There you go.
An hour away.
You have to go to Orlando.
Cynthia writes, recently I watched another YouTuber. Well, that's
throw that out. No, bring it back.
From the villages, who says that a person who does not drink may not want to live in the villages. Stating that much of the social life there revolves around drinking. Do you find that to be true?
No.
Cynthia, I'm not a fuddy-duddy, but I don't drink. I never have. I've never had one drink. Not the first drink in my life. Never really wanted to. It's not for religious reasons. It's nothing extremely, it's not a big fast rule. I just never did. And once I got to a certain age, I said, hey, I'm not starting now.
That's right.
And I'm a good designated driver. All my friends drink.
But you can do so much here without liquor.
Yeah.
You really can. You can go to the squares to dance. You can visit with people. You can play cards. You can go out, and you do not have to drink.
I'm thinking of our circle of friends, which is pretty big.
Yeah.
Non-drinkers or sippers, just wine once in a while.
Yeah.
Non-drinkers over here. Non-drinkers over here.
Yeah.
It's not what you read. Don't believe everything you read about the villages.
That's right.
You could have a great time here if you don't drink at all.
That's right.
Patrick O'Neill, he's a funny guy, but it looks like he has a pretty serious question today.
He says, how big will we get? I've heard the Villages wants to increase production to build 4,000 homes a year and has enough land to keep building south for another 20 years. Curious, do you have insight into whether that's true or not? Wow.
No.
We have no insight.
We don't have any.
No.
But Patrick, I know where you live. I know what area you live in, and you can see it with your own eyes, so I understand why you're concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember, and we talk to people all the time that tell us that the Villages will never extend beyond 466A.
Yeah.
And here it went all the way to 44. But it was not going to go beyond 44. And now they built Finney. And now they've added Monarch Grove. And Richmond and Middleton is coming. And Eastport is coming. Mm-hmm. And the old joke, and everybody's heard it, that someday we'll be able to take our golf cart to Disney World.
Or the monorail.
Or she'd like to have a monorail.
I want a monorail right there.
But I think as long as people keep buying homes, why would they stop?
Yeah.
If there's a need or desire, they're going to keep building homes as long as they can get the land. Randy and Tina have a couple of really great questions, and we'll answer them here. Hopefully people will watch this, and then we won't have to answer all the emails manually. If you only had time to visit one place in the Villages, where would you visit? For me, and she may be different. My place to visit, if I could only come here the first time and visit one place, would be Sumter Landing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
No, you weren't.
I truly was.
Sumter Landing has a nice town square with a gorgeous lake and a lighthouse and a golf course on the far other side. It's just a beautiful setting.
It's gorgeous.
And there are lots of restaurants and shops and things that you might want to see. So that would be my recommendation, go to Sumter Landing. But I would also say, if I could melt that all together, into visit all the town squares and even go down to Sawgrass if you get a chance. But in one day, that's going to be hard.
Yeah, it is.
You can't cop out on me.
I had to say, I was going to say the lighthouse at Lake Sumter Landing. So, that's one of my favorites. Spanish Springs is nice. The ambiance of the Spanish Springs, the influence of that is gorgeous too.
When you drive up Buena Vista, you'll go through lots of beautiful live oak trees, and it's just mature, beautiful landscaping. You're going to love it.
Yeah.
They have it similar to that down south, so another destination might be Edna's on the Green.
Yeah, and you know what? I love Brownwood because I like the western theme of that too. So
like it all.
I think in every area
area
has a beautiful part to it, and I just think it's hard to really pinpoint.
Yeah, we like it all. To follow up on Randy and Tina's question there, they are also asking your favorite place to take visitors that is no more than 30-minute drive from the Villages. I think we have a different answer for this one.
Yes, I first, when you talked to me about this, I said Mount Dora. Mount Dora is a beautiful little town with shops and restaurants, and it's beside a lake. It's gorgeous. So that's one area I like.
That is a great answer. And I have another answer, but when you brought that up now, I'm with you.
Okay.
When we've been there many times. We've even been out on Lake Dora in boats probably
Absolutely.
3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. When I'm out there on Lake Dora and I look at that little town, sometimes I think, I wish I lived here.
Oh, no. Yeah.
But there's too many things we love here and too many amenities, but I do love it there.
It's beautiful.
But I was going to say a day trip, 30 minutes away, to that Chase Wildlife Sanctuary will give visitors a memory they'll never forget.
Yes, that's true.
You can get really up close and personal with some amazing animals, and it's affordable. The people there are so nice, and of course I plugged them for that fundraiser.
Right.
That would be another good one. Would be Grandview Clydesdales. It's about the same distance north, 35 or 40 minutes, and you get a tour, and you get to actually pet and see these beautiful Clydesdale horses up close. That's another great one.
Yeah, there's a lot of places you can go a day trip from the Villages.
I have another one.
Okay, you do?
Yeah. If it's January, February, or March, go see the manatees.
Yes.
Up in Crystal River. That's about a 45-minute drive. It's over your 30 minutes, but it's another lifetime memory. My buddy Mike and I went out on the kayak, and
God bless him.
We kayaked with them. And it's a red letter day for me. I'll never forget it. I want to go do it again. I actually want to swim with them. We talked about it yesterday. I'm having trouble getting a wetsuit that'll fit me. She's no problem. But she wouldn't go without me. Probably wouldn't even go with me now after that last one we went to.
Yeah, no, I'm pushing you in first.
Lots of places to go. Too many to list. And don't forget Buc-ee's. It's farther, though.
All right. We're on this question here. This is from Phil. The on-demand hot water heaters being installed in recent building take up to a couple of minutes to deliver hot water. 2 questions. Is this a problem in earlier construction? Example, your home. And second, any suggestions how best to cope? Feels like we waste a lot of water.
It's true.
Yeah.
We're not the best source for this when it comes to the new water heaters because we have the old style.
Yes.
It's in our garage. We have a double door cabinet there. You open it and you can see that we have the old system. So we can talk about that. But I do have friends with the new system, and one of them was so dissatisfied with that lag in time to get that water that he installed a circulating pump under his sink. And I think that cost several $100s, but now they have quick hot water.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so that's something they can do. I think there is a delay on that.
Hey.
For us, we have quite a delay.
Yes.
If we turn our kitchen sink on, I don't know why it takes so long, because in Florida, you have warm water 12 months a year.
Yeah, your cold is warm and your hot is warm.
The sand is warm, the water is warm here. But here, we wait a few minutes for the kitchen. But in the bathroom, which is closer, it's quicker, much quicker. It all depends on where your faucets are in the house.
Yeah.
And how quick it is. But they do have solutions for it. They just cost you a little money.
This is from Noreen. She's going to be renting in November. Just curious, do full-time residents mind that so many folks seem to be renting out their places?
Boy, that is a hot topic.
That is. Yeah.
Well, it's in the newspaper this past week.
Okay.
Villagesnews.com has some headlines about that. Residents furious about growing short-term rental market in the villages. And what they mean are people are renting out their home as an Airbnb for a few nights at a time. And the people that live here are having to live with renters. And it's really, for us, we have a rental pretty close to us, and it's not a big issue. But when rentals leave, they put their trash on the curb. And that might be the day before the trash comes, or it could be 3 days before. That's not ideal.
No.
It's not ideal.
No.
Pat and Ed write the question, if the full-time residents in the villages resent snowbirds, I can only imagine how they feel about renters. Don't a lot of people rent their homes, especially the snowbirds? Pat and Ed, who want to rent first and maybe buy later. You're exactly right. There are quite a few homes here that are rented. Now, not as many as you would think. We know of one in our entire area here.
Yeah.
It's pretty close to us. And it's no problem whatsoever, except when renters leave, they leave their trash outside. And it might be 3 days before a trash pickup. So that's not ideal. Also, they don't know all the rules and regulations. So they can park in the street. We've had them blocking our driveway before. Yeah. That's going to anger some people. And so it does happen. The issue might be whether the village's government has the ability to regulate short-term rentals. Some communities make it 6 months or more, or you pay a big tax penalty. So we'll have to wait and see how it all ends up. But right now, you can see considerable letter to the editor type postings in the village's news, and we'll let you know how it turns out.
Oh, goodness.
This question's from Phil. What can you find out about the efficacy and cost effectiveness of lightning mitigation maneuvers, specifically lightning rods and surge protectors? Phil, that is a good question. You know, we've already mentioned our buddy that saw that big lightning strike last week. And it's on everybody's mind. Do we need those little lightning rods? We've done surveys. We've gone out and driven all around the area. Very few homes have lightning rods. And they are rods that are put on your home, and they're connected to a cable which is grounded into the ground and hopefully will absorb any electricity before it damages the things in your home. We came this close to buying a system, and we didn't, mostly because Linda was afraid of the old wives' tale that lightning rods attract lightning.
Yeah.
We've studied that quite a bit and found it not to be true. But the other viewpoint is that they aren't strong enough to really be of positive effect if you have a lightning strike, because it's such a tremendous force of nature. So the answer is in there somewhere. Many experts and the Underwriter laboratories recommend lightning rods. People have to make that choice on their own. There are plenty of videos on YouTube that discuss the pros and cons of lightning rods. We don't have them. I don't know that we'll get them. I hope we don't regret that decision.
Right. Or maybe you should buy a house next to the person that has lightning rods.
Now I like the way you think. It's time for our last question. Joe Manzioni, one of our viewers and a real nice guy, writes, "Hi, I just received a letter from Seco regarding the surge mitigator product. Remember that letter from last week? We bought it. I told you we got it. It was installed. And so far we have not had any surges and destroyed any of our electronics.
Yay.
Of course, we hadn't for the 4 years before that anyway. No. But now we have a little peace of mind. We bought it, Joe. It costs $5.95 a month, and we had a $25 installation fee. Haven't gotten a bill yet. I hope that's what it is. I'll tell you all after we get it.
Is that a buying thing or a renting thing?
We're just leasing it.
Okay. All right.
And if we ever move, the people that come in can choose to
keep it.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
So we did go ahead and get it, Joe. Okay, he's been pretty good. You might have heard him whining a little bit.
He's been whining more than usual.
A minute ago while we were watching one of the things, he said, "When is it my turn?" I said, "It's coming up in a minute." So it's your turn right now. Are you happy? Take it away.
I thought they would never get finished. Oh well. Do you know what you get when you cross a sheep with a cow? I don't know either, but it will certainly be in a bad mood. Bad mood. During game night last week, my buddy Sammy ate a whole bag of Scrabble tiles. His parents took him to the vet, but no word yet. Scrabble tiles. Thanks, people, for sending in those good jokes. I really, really appreciate it. And so does my mom and dad.
Good job, buddy. Good job. You're quite popular out there in TV land.
We have so many people that will say, "Give Gizmo a hug, give Gizmo a hug."
They love him. That's going to do it for this week's edition of
Mailbag Monday.
Next Thursday, we're going to have one of two shows. I haven't decided which one to put on yet. We were really pleased to be invited by a fellow YouTuber to be on their show. It was called Streaming the Magic, and some of you listened to that last week. We also filmed it from our viewpoint, so we thought we would play that for all of our viewers. We've already done it for their viewers. However, we'll be disappointing that one fellow because it's a long show. You know, that fellow that doesn't like our long shows. We might put that on, or if we don't put that on, we have a young couple, two young couples that are vibrant, exciting, and just everything about young retirees. They're great. And so one of those two shows is going to be our Thursday show. Haven't decided yet, but we hope that you'll watch it with us.
If you liked our video today, please press that like and subscribe button and share it with all your friends. Until next time.
See you when you get here.